Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is the grand finals time in the Honda Fan Cup. This is the last qualifier. All the spots have been punched, but we're here playing for a little bit of cash. $100 difference here between the two. We're getting kicked off right away. So Tools and Tony, go ahead and take it away.
Well, grand finals is here. The TheDeitySam, the man that came from nowhere, mouse and keyboard legend from now on out, versus the world champion Trippy. I mean, hey, it's Trippy. What can we say? The man's gonna fry. What you got, Tony?
Well, I mean, I believe the definition of a deity is a god or a goddess. So what is a champion to a deity? So I kind of want to go with mouse and keyboard Sam with the aim assist and everything. But come on, man, it's Trippy. Give me Trippy to apparently reset the bracket and then come out on top. He would have to beat TheDeitySam not only in one best of 3 series, but in order to become your champion here today and get the best seeding going into that January 7th final tournament, he would have to beat him in 2 best of 3 series.
You know what, Tony? Give me Deity. Give me Sam.
Huh?
The man is on his Rudy run. We can't end the perfect storybook telling. You know what I'm saying? The story's written. It's time for Deity to put the last chapter in. Is it going to be heartbreak, or is it going to be a happy ever after? Game 1 to tell the tale. Shock rifle, camouflage, going to be so important to your success here.
We've been hearing a lot about this young man, the TheDeitySam, apparently coming from Mexico. Hasn't been able to make it to an American land just yet, but he says he really wants to. He's working on getting his visas and everything situated. And once that is, he wants to take his talents to North America. He wants to show what mouse and keyboard Halo is truly all about, especially after that buff. It's so viable, and you're seeing it right here as we've seen Sam literally decimate some of the best that we've had to offer here. You know, some of the wins that he's had include matches against Gilkey, Gunplexion. You know, he's beating the likes of Titan and I believe even Straight Sick earlier. The man's really been on a roll.
Trippy went for the camouflage right away, got the needler, and well, wasn't able to put it to work. Deity going left, right, able to survive the camouflage play of Trippy, and now has a shock rifle on the mouse and keyboard. Might as well call it a cheat code, but what Trippy has got is the best counter to this weapon, and you see it why the damage over time makes him one shot, and then Trippy cleans it up with a well-placed BR shot.
Apparently you gotta fight electricity with electricity. That's exactly what Trippy does with that disruptor, and then swaps the disruptor out for the shock rifle. Let's see who comes out on top of this battle. Perfect kill right to the dome of the TheDeitySam. Whew, beautifully played.
Trippy, he had the spawn trap earlier versus Gilkey. We saw how effective it was. You can force that A spawn by standing on top of the triple stack, but Deity able to get out right away, remove that pressure that Trippy had, and now with the commando rifle looking to be in a great spot to upset Trippy's position, but he's just too perfect with the shock rifle.
You would think with Sam being on mouse and keyboard, once he gets that shock rifle, he's going to dominate with it, but so far back-to-back perfect kills for Trippy. Sadly, the third one doesn't connect quite onto the head like you expected to, so does the damage needed to shred Sam's shields, but doesn't do it enough to actually get the kill. Active camouflage coming up. Trippy obviously having the C side of the map, the favorable side, but you see Sam starting to close in inch by inch. The commando is connecting, forcing Trippy to back down. That's a stolen active camouflage for Sam. This might be exactly what he was looking for to take the lead in this game.
Oh, eagle eye Trip. Able to get the shot down range. Now the pink mist with Deity. Sam, he's gonna make some noise. That grapple is gonna alert Trippy of the position. He sees the camo. Can he hit the head? The body shot's in. Trippy's going up for seconds. Trippy finishes the fight.
4-1 lead in favor of Trippy right now. He is not respecting mouse and keyboard Halo whatsoever. And this man swapped out his BR for a needler. Okay, I'm not mad at this. He ain't getting no aim assist on mouse and keyboard, so Trippy's showing him what controller's all about here with the needler. Going right after Sam, making him weak, but not able to get the kill, just barely dodging that plasma grenade. What a throw by Sam. Both players going to be allowed to reset here. Trippy still having the advantage.
And Trippy, you know, I can agree with being confident, but I would get yourself into that commando rifle. You might be able to grow a big lead versus Sam, but he's never out. Remember earlier in this tournament when he played against Gilkey, the 7-0 lead wasn't enough to keep Sam at bay.
It's a really good point, so can't get sloppy against him, especially when he has that commando in hand. You talked about Trippy having one of the best commandos in the game. Actually, in fact, you said the best, but on mouse and keyboard, we know how strong it can be. The shock rifle was able to put Sam down to one shot, allow him to reset, but that mouse and keyboard movement, let me tell you, it's confident. This man is just flying across the map, able to check every angle. Watch that one, that was almost a headshot.
Camouflage coming up soon. Trippy just has the better position at the moment, and he's going to be able to zone out the entire battery lane with his positioning. Gets the camouflage right away, but Deity has to know he's somewhere around this corner, throwing the check nades. He gets the connection. Trippy's one shot. Trippy goes down. The camouflage doesn't work out.
Able to spot out that camouflage. Trippy normally would be able to get out of that situation with the grapple, steals the active camouflage, and usually can get away from his opponent, but man, mouse and keyboard's too quick. And he just flies across there. Sam able to close the gap, able to find him over towards the long haul sneaky side, and just like that, Sam once again on the board, and now we get to see what he can do with this rifle.
Oh, from the grave, Sam able to take down Trippy. The double beat down, though, puts them both on respawn. Who gets the better saw? And it looks like Sam has immediate access towards that shock rifle. Did he see Trippy on the cross? They're both trying to get right towards that shock rifle. Oh, huge fight, but is the damage over time going to take him down? Oh, just short. Let's be careful. I mean, you don't have shields. Okay, there we go, Sam. Able to get this shock rifle now down just by one. Trippy's early lead all but gone, and now with the shock rifle, Sam has a chance to change the pace of this game.
5-4 lead, still in favor of Trippy at the moment, but you have to think with the shock rifle in the hands of Sam right now, Trippy really has to be careful. He really has to watch his head, and now Trippy taking a really off angle. Once again, whipping out the needler, and once again, the headshot comes in, this time in favor of Sam, putting a shock to Trippy's system.
Oh, I mean, we all know what that bat-led shock rifle combination has done to OpTic in the past. Trippy taking a trip down memory lane as the lead is all gone. Sam wants to play for this camouflage. Just about 5 seconds till it's up. He does have a grapple to try to thrust it away from Trippy, but Trippy well knows this position. The grenade just short. Trippy gets the camouflage. Trippy goes incognito, gets the trade out with the nade. You'll take that every day if you're Trippy.
Trippy really was hoping he would hit that stick with the first grenade, because if he was, he probably would have been able to get out of the line of sight and able to get the kill and certify that active camouflage towards himself. But the second one does connect, trades out. Sadly, Sam comes right off a spawn, wins that individual gunfight. Can't quite get the camo, that's already been burnt, but a grapple really well in the hands of Sam. 7-6 lead back in favor of Sam at the moment, and the long range shots, man, those are tough to hit, especially against a player who's on mouse and keyboard.
Sam really wanted to get that shock rifle, but had already been on the respawn, and now he's gonna have to get the job done with the BR. Great shots on the first fight versus Trippy, but Trippy, if he can find this answer, he's gonna be able to get the shock rifle. He gets the shock rifle before, couldn't hit the fadeaway, and now Sam wants to close the space. He doesn't want to let Trippy get away, but you have to be careful of this shock rifle. Sam doesn't pay any respect. Trippy goes down, says thank you. I'll take this lead to 2 and get the shock rifle to control the pace of this game.
You gotta love the play by Sam right there. The early shots onto Trippy, not allowing him to get away, hunts him down with that grapple. Confident plays coming in from Sam, even against going the likes of Trippy. Like, you know, you would have to think that, you know, nerves start to come in. They get a little nervous. You're going against one of the best to ever do it, but Sam fears nobody, and that includes Joey. Puts another shock rifle right to the dome of him as he gets a 3-kill lead. This is where Sam really starts to take over.
Sam predicts the spawn correctly. Trippy comes around that corner, but the head Not going to be in the correct spot for Sam to take advantage of. Trippy back to that top control and back to where he died from before. Now Sam's going to have an uncontested camouflage, and suddenly this game looking dangerously out of pace for Trippy.
They call him TheDeitySam because the man's making God plays, but what God made coming out of Trippy right there on the active camouflage player, that's a pivotal kill in favor of Trippy. Still down by 3 kills, but the shock rifle in the hands of OpTic's finest might be what he's looking for. A little bit of halo timing there, and eventually Sam going to take advantage of that well-played 11-7 lead in favor of TheDeitySam.
Well, it's answer after answer for both these players. Trippy was looking in danger of just being out of this game. He hits a great grenade shot to take down Sam, but how does Sam respond? He immediately comes out, gun blazing, hits a grenade of his own, gets Trippy down to 1, and then finishes with the BR, having the shock rifle back in hand. Trippy comes up, Trippy goes down, knocking him out. Sam with the plays.
It was already bad when it was a 4-kill lead in favor of Sam with 3 minutes on the clock, but now it's 5, and now things really out of control for Trippy. He's gonna have to up the pace. He's gonna have to up the tempo. He's gonna have to really start to take these individual fights and these awkward engagements, no matter how much the time is, no matter what is, and he's able to do so. The melee whiplash metal catches Sam before the grapple's able to get away. Well played, but you're still against the clock.
Sam goes for the long range challenge. Ooh, in danger right now. Trippy hitting some great grenades. Shock rifle back in his possession. 4-kill deficit to overcome. Plenty of time to do so, though.
Trippy not quite able to connect on that headshot. The reset comes in, and every reset's going to work in favor of Sam, as there's only 2 minutes for Trippy to try to put 4 kills on the board. Excuse me, make it 5. Sam shreds it from across the map, gets himself an active camouflage. Sam ain't playing any games here in the grand finals.
Sam's going to have until the clock hits a minute 28 to work with this camouflage. Trippy on the mid bridge. He's going to take a shot to the body. Trippy gets aggressive, and he says pull. Hits him out of the air, and Trippy disintegrates back to the respawn. 1 kill away to 15. And, you know, a little callback to Bound if you're in the chat. I mean, hey, it looks like Sam might be hitting the magic number.
Woo. Trippy almost able to get the ninja right there. The double melee is going to do it, but it's still looking quite close to impossible for Trippy to try to come back in this game. You're talking about a minute 17 seconds to put 5 on the board. Sam at this point can literally run away the entire game and not fire a single shot and still probably win this game from this point forward. Trippy, though, not gonna allow him to get away. Grapple is right up and in the face of Sam, but down to 1 shot he goes. Some well-placed grenades, and Sam, you know he's gonna chase you down. You know he's not gonna let you get away. Takes game number 1 here in the grand final. Sam now 1 game away from taking the number 1 spot, number 1 seed, going to January 7th.
I mean, absolutely phenomenal performance from him, and honestly, it just comes down to incredible gun skill from Sam. He got it done with a multitude of weapons, right? We saw beautiful BR shots, great commando action, and then the shock rifle, where it really was point and click for him, made a huge difference. Trippy played a valiant game, but there was a moment towards the middle game where we saw the separation from Sam when he started hitting those long range shock rifle shots. Trippy built that early lead, but not too much to overcome from Sam.
I mean, we talk about time and time again what the mouse and keyboard can do when you have weapons like the shock rifle and the S7 sniper rifle in hands, and you saw it. Even though Trippy, which by the way had some crazy shots with the shock rifle himself, eventually once Sam was able to get into that rhythm, once he starts firing back and forward, Trippy really having a tough time to deal with it, and it's no wonder to recharge. This map plays through the shock rifle. Hopefully he can avoid live fire, because it might just be the same thing with the S7 sniper.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much for Trippy to have to adapt to when it comes to Sam not playing this normal game that you'd expect versus a controller player, playing it a little bit different, a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see maybe a less needler action from Trippy. I felt like maybe
I was gonna say
too
more.
hard as that. Yeah, you say more. I say I want to see a game 3. You know what I'm saying? But right now Sam just looks really good, and Sam has a lot of practice going into this game. You know, you'd normally expect a player to be very cold coming from the winner's bracket, but he's had a practice dummy of the one of the best players in Halo, of Bound, rookie of the year. You know, he played, I think, probably 5-6 1v1s against Bound. I don't think he won one of them. So Bound has been treating him to the works, and I think it's been showing in this finals.
Hey, I'm just saying, Bound, you got something to do January 7th. I'm just saying, I'm looking at the bracket, and I didn't see him in it. I seen him in the chat, but I didn't see him in the bracket. Clearly, he must be busy on that day. Can't compete in the finale, but so far we know Sam is the real deal. Man, his one's games is absolutely insane, and his 1v1 individual mechanics, man. The man can compete with some of the best of the best. After the buff, mouse and keyboard is viable, and they're obviously taking a look at it, trying to take it step by step. Are we sure we're going to see mouse and keyboard looking the same as it is today going forward into the future? I'm not sure, but we do know mouse and keyboard needed some help, and man, did they get it.
Let's see what Trippy says. Wait, yes, camo. All right, no shoddy and shocks. He said, wait, yes, camo. What's that? Hey, you know what? Both players have to agree to it. So it doesn't matter if DD says, I don't want to play with camo. If Trippy wants it, it's in.
I mean, I feel like whoever's down 0-1 of the series gets priority over the GA.
Ooh, Trippy hitting him with the sorry.
As man. And at the end of the day, it's a gentleman's agreement. It's either you agree to it or not. So now Deity gonna fire back. I'm using the heat wave.
Oh, that'd be so sick. He's like, I know heat wave. No GAs then. We'll play a heat wave. Trippy being a little self-deprecate. Don't like to see that, but I mean, Sam did put in some great action in that first game. You have to imagine he's favored going into game 2.
So it looks like Trippy not letting out on that camouflage. Says, hey, look, I need this, all right? Ain't no way I'm going to go up against you and not have the active camouflage. But I mean, either way, if you're Sam, I mean, you're winning a lot of these head-to-head engagements. You're able to outmaneuver Trippy, who, by the way, has phenomenal movement, just based on you just whipping around the map with your mouse and keyboard sensitivity. I feel like you should feel confident with your commando, with your thrust, and with your gun skill to be able to control the mid-map as active camouflage comes up and get it for yourself. Worst case scenario, we've seen time and time again, players grab camouflage and the opposing player just wait out that time. It doesn't last as long as you would really want it to, especially in a 1v1. So I don't know why Sam was tripping. Oh, well, maybe that's why, because Trippy steals away that active camouflage right off the rip, and Sam, he's gonna be playing a little bit of hide and seek.
That was a risky play from Sam to double back into back yellow. Trippy got some free shots, and Sam now playing a little runaway as he does his best impression of Jerry, trying to get away from Tom, and looks like he's gonna be successful. That camouflage now gonna be out from the side of Trippy.
And that's exactly what we're kind of referring to. I mean, like, you know, once that camouflage goes out, it's only 30 seconds. So, I mean, all you got to do is just survive, play a little bit of a whack-a-mole, and you're good. So now Trippy still having the height advantage with the commando, has the thrust in the back pocket to work with. I'm sure Sam having a very similar utility in his hands at the moment here. Over toward the blue side. Those long-range engagements really going to favor mouse and keyboard, but we know how tricky Trippy is.
Gets up high. Sam not going to be able to go with that fight. Trippy using his commando to get that kill. Had to waste about every single bullet in his commando just to get that first blood, but finally some action on the leaderboard.
Long range shots once again. Forcing Trippy off of the high ground. That commando's so strong. Sam immediately going to take advantage of it. Once Trippy backs down towards that from that 50% portion of the map, Sam wants to take advantage. Now he's daring Trippy to play towards him with that height advantage, with that map advantage. 10 seconds until active camouflage is coming up, but Trippy simply hitting his shots. And Trippy actually is going to chase him all the way down to bottom mid. Trippy chases him down, secures the kill, and that active camouflage is all but his.
When you activate that, wants to get as much time as he can. How does Sam react to this play? I mean, he has to figure, he's probably head casing, thinking that the camo is chasing him somewhere down, but Trippy holding this for as long as he possibly can, wants to get maximum value, and there we go. He pops it 39. We're gonna see this camo run out at the 9-minute and 9-second mark.
Hear his voice in his head. He still sees the shadows in his room. Trippy can come out in any quarter here. Sam making sure he checks everything, and there are the shot. Trippy coming out like a ghost here, but Sam comes right back in, and that's gonna be a reversal kill for Sam. Despite the fact that Trippy had camouflage, Sam puts his first on the board. Well played.
So far from both sides, we've seen camo really not be too much of an impact, both on recharge and now in Aquarius. Both times we've seen Sam and Trippy go down without getting any sort of value from the camo in both of these games, and maybe have to figure out how to play their camouflages a bit different. Sam staying on this high ground. He spots Trippy out. He's going to be able to zone his complete lane, and ooh, this is a dangerous fight to take against Trippy, man. That long range commando fight. Trippy's one of the best at it. He's going to be able to back Sam completely down, gets him out of his high ground. And now Sam goes right back into that fight, throws out that pre-nade right where Trippy is at, and has the advantage for now.
For me, it's how fast the sensitivity is and how much control that you have over that reticle. The reticle placement snapping onto your target. The movement, everything about it is so fun, and the funny thing is, it's one of the things that Trippy's really good at as well, like poking out, putting in shots, staying alive, popping out here and there. It's one of the things that Trippy's really good at, but Sam is just slightly better at it with that mouse and keyboard. I say that Trippy absolutely wins that individual pivotal fight, and of course is when active camouflage coming up, giving him a nice little advantage going into the second engagement.
Great time by Trippy to pop this camouflage. Did Sam see the drop? No, Sam, unsuspecting of Trippy's location. He's gonna take the full roundabout. Trippy spots him out. You can't get too close to the camouflage, right? It's easy to spot at a certain range, and Trippy just trying to get into the face of Sam. But Sam constantly getting his shields back. It's just Trippy not going to be able to get this one easy. And it's the flick of the mouse and keyboard able to get the job done while the respawn's in. He uses his shock nade so he doesn't break the GA. But what a play from Sam. Great job getting the flick with that BR to get the kill.
As a wise philosopher once said, look at the flick of the wrist. Well played by Sam. Flicking the headshot, ending with the commando, and you're talking about two of the best commando players that we've seen so far in this tournament, putting it to work immediately. And now Sam slowing the game down to a snail's pace. It's Trippy that still has a 1-kill advantage at the moment. Just to remind you guys at home, both of these players have qualified for the January 7th finale. Right now it's about seeding. Right now it's about putting a little extra pot money in your pocket right now, with Trippy 1-kill advantage but still down by 1 in the series.
Sam getting aggressive at top mid. Pushes Trippy all the way back into yellow base. Running out of this commando ammo. Make use of it now. Get the thrust. Trippy does not have that utility in the back pocket. Sam had a huge advantage coming into this camo fight.
You can feel the tide start to turn here. Sam tries to advance forward toward the top mid side, but I might have spoke too soon because Trippy hitting every single shot onto Sam. I can't quite get the kill, but forcing the back down is just enough for him to get the active camouflage and put the commando to work. Can't find the headshot. Sam switches to that BR to finish it off, tying the game up at 3 apiece. You can only imagine Trippy might have switched to his BR. Maybe that could have been a trade right there, but couldn't quite find the headshot with the commando.
The commando is a dual-edged sword, right? It has the ability to absolutely fry, but sometimes when the shots aren't hitting, when your aim's a bit off, the bloom is just brutal. And Sam was able to overcome those opening commando shots because Trippy's bloom activated, then went for the re-challenge with his BR and got the finish. Trippy has to be kicking himself. A huge missed opportunity, and now Sam tying this game up.
And Sam now holding on to the top mid control because of it. Trippy backed into a corner right now. He's the one that has to try to find the lanes to try to get angles onto Sam, but he's taking damage left and right. Sam is doing a great job of just closing off every single angle that Trippy has as an exit route. Finally, the shots start to ring out. Trippy's able to do a bit of damage onto Sam, backing down while still holding off that right side angle. He knows that Trippy wants to make it towards utility side. Oh, what?
Trippy, is that like a little bit of hubris? I have no idea why he drops down in that position. It wasn't like he was going for a thrust. He knew Sam had the high position. Maybe he thought there was a reposition from Sam. Sam comes out and sees Trippy laid out on a golden platter, gets the easy kill, takes the lead now, and Trippy's in deep trouble.
High risk, high reward doesn't pay off for Trippy right there, but hopefully it can pay off here. The damage advantage was going in favor of Sam, but that nade gonna equalize the situation just a bit. A reset here, but just enough time for both players to make it toward the P side. Trippy goes right after him, and that was a drop weapon.
He didn't get the kill with the drop weapon, but that might be the filthiest thing I've seen yet, Tony. He opens up the shots to the left, immediately flicks to the right, hits the grenades on the pad, then goes back to the left, swipes perfectly to the position of Trippy and gets the kill. Skill with the mouse and keyboard. Great swipes left and right. Sam, I mean, hey, it's mouse and keyboard. He might have it bound. Like, you literally can't drop weapon without like forcing a drop weapon like that on mouse and keyboard. But I'm gonna go, it's probably habit that he drops that weapon. Luckily, he didn't get the kill with the drop weapon tech.
Okay, I'm glad. I might have missed all right there, but I saw the drop weapon came in. I was like, oh snap, it's about to get real right there. I had to take my bind off. You know, I'm only switch weapon. I'm team switch weapon. I've been bullied into it. 5-4 lead in favor of Sam at the moment here, showing us how good this mouse and keyboard and commando combination can be, and of course the thrust that he's working with as well. Really give him that advantage here, but the same utility in the hands of Trippy. Health advantage in favor of Sam, forcing Trippy to back down. They're going to re-engage once again. 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, so time will 100% be a factor in this game here. Pay attention to the time and the scoreboard. As of right now, Sam having the advantage, but Trippy seems to be on the hunt.
Sam looking for any option. Takes the engagement versus Trippy. Has plenty of BR to work with. This kill is going to be a massive one. Whoever gets this is going to be able to get away with the camouflage unimpeded. Trippy could just keep the high ground and try to pull this camo away without getting the kill, but he gets the kill. Perfect shots from Trippy will let him have the camouflage. And at 5-all, with just 2 minutes on the clock, this camo is going to be so important. Pops it out 151. That means he has until the minute 21 second mark on this game for this camouflage to work with.
Tied up at 5 apiece. Minute 30 seconds about on the clock here, and you got America's very own Trippy going up against Mexico's mouse and keyboard phenom Sam. This has been one hell of a tournament so far, and one hell of a grand finals where Sam is up 1-0 in this series, one game away from putting down the world champion and taking the #1 seed going into the Honda Fan Cup. But he gives up that height advantage to Trippy, and you cannot make that mistake. He will make you pay. The inexperience of Sam now really coming out as Trippy takes a 1-kill lead right when it matters most.
Trippy can put the dagger in if he gets this next kill. Equal height Trippy. Doesn't necessarily need to force an engagement, but if he does get this kill, you can basically kiss this game goodbye. And here we go. This is what you expect to see from Trippy, right? There's no reason to force a fight. All you have to do is wait this timeout. Even if you milk this timeout to, let's say, 10 seconds, even if you lose the fight, well, then you have overtime next. If you take this fight too early, lose it, then you're giving Sam an opportunity to potentially get the game-winning kill in the final seconds.
So far, 20 seconds have passed, and Sam is just closing the distance now. So patient with his push onto Trippy. Down to one shot, Trippy goes. He catches an angle, left and right, jukes him out, and Sam never able to take the high ground. He was caught over toward the bottom side. Trippy puts him down to one shot, and that's just it. Sam was never able to get that high ground, to chase him down. He was so patient, but that patient, maybe he needed a sense of urgency. Maybe he needed to get in there faster and try to close the distance, because Trippy eventually plays the time, and now we're going into an elimination game 3 here in your grand finals.
Yeah, Sam took a 50-50 play. He knew that Trippy was going to run away, but the question is, how does Trippy run away, right? Because if Trippy decides to go through that P door to try to escape, then he's all dead. Sam has a perfect position, but Trippy says, hey, how is Sam going to challenge me? I got around this corner. If he decided to drop, if I play this back base, I zone him out, and there's no way he can get this kill in time. And that's what he was able to do. He goes in the back base, plays a 50-50. It works out for Trippy, able to survive game 2. Now we go to live fire, and it's the S7 sniper rifle, baby. Everything going to be coming down to the sniper play.
And with game number 3 being decided with the sniper rifle, I really wish like Active or like Accelerate were here so we can get their take on it, because you know who they're going for. When it comes to a sniper rifle and mouse and keyboard, they will tell you time and time again the advantage is 100% in the hands of Sam. But let's not forget, we're talking about OpTic Trippy. He's fresh off of back-to-back LAN champions, and if he's already shown that he can work with the sniper rifle, commando, anything on the map, live fire might be the last map that we see so far in this series, maybe going into a reset, or maybe with Sam coming out the victor.
No Mangler, no Heat Wave, no Overshield are the GAs. Notably, what's left out of that GA conversation is the noob combo.
Okay. Wow. So far, we haven't really seen the plasma pistol come into play just yet. It's over on the bottom C side. It's definitely worth coming out of, especially if you're spawning over on the mud side of the map. Will the plasma pistol play an important role here in this grand finals?
We'll have to see. Opening fight for this sniper rifle on its way. Trippy with a well-placed grenade gets the opening damage down. Trippy wants to get away with the sniper rifle, is able to get down to coverage. Goes for the immediate reach out. Trippy hits the shot. First blood for Trippy and the repulse in his possession.
Man, Sam knows he can go off with the sniper rifle, but done forgot Trippy can do the same thing. The body shot to the BR was clean by Trippy. 1-0 lead. Doesn't mean anything just yet, because we saw Sam go at Gilkey. Gilkey had a 7-0 run on Sam. 7-0. And we saw Sam actually match that with 9 straight kills of his own and eventually come out with the win on this very map here. Trippy, sniper rifle and repulse in hands, but he knows Sam is over on the next side, just barely missing that shot. Sam, don't chest your luck, because I promise you Trippy's gonna start hitting those very soon.
Trippy heard the rotation through bottom. He's expecting this push from cuts. Perfect pre-aim, but the slide comes in too fast. Trippy gonna have to back down for now. Heads his way back towards commando. And Sam can feel the pressure, feel this momentum that he has on these last couple of pushes. Wants to get into the back of Trippy.
We know that 343 are monitoring the mouse and keyboard situation. I can only imagine they're gonna use this. We gotta send this film over to them, man. This man Sam, he is eating off this mouse and keyboard update, and it's really have shaken the gaming world by storm, even outside of just Halo. Trippy, sniper rifle in hand, love that play with the repulse, gets right up to height, a little bit of a skill jump there, not quite able to connect onto Sam, and only 3 shots to work with. So even if Sam is able to get this sniper rifle out of the hands of Trippy, he won't have any ammo, maybe 1 shot at best with the way Trippy is draining him.
Trippy just crouches at the wrong moment, misses the cross. Sam's coming from a top position. Like you said, mouse and keyboard, a hot topic for 343 at the moment. I'm all for anything that allows us to have viability with both weapons. I'd love to see some mouse and keyboard pros going in to HCS Season 2. I wanted to see a healthy mix of both inputs.
I'm more on the side of Wii remotes and Guitar Hero guitars, but
Hey, remember those Penguin streams from back in the day, playing with the GameCube controller, the Wii modes, whatever it was. Hey, he's a goat for that. Trippy able to get himself up to a 2-0 lead, and now has the next sniper rifle to play with as well.
Trippy's done a great job of just keeping the sniper rifle out of the hands of Sam. And has he put it to use perfectly? Probably not. Bunch of missed shots. Not that one, though. Connected right to the kneecap of Sam as he finished him with the BR 3-0. So far, we've seen 2 kills played through the sniper rifle, but more importantly, keeping it out of the hands of Sam as he really starts to heat up. That second one looked good. I want to check that one. Is he still in Texas right now? That didn't look like a Texas shot to me.
Yeah, it's a tough miss right there. It's just either it's online or just missing by a frame, but massive opportunity for Sam to take advantage of. The fadeaway stick misses. Sam gets his shields back. He just needs to get the skill. You can't let Trippy get too much of a lead. And so far, Trippy's been methodical with this sniper rifle.
Yeah, Sam in the past games has been so confident in chasing some of these one-shot engagements, but maybe he really respects the sniper rifle in the hands of Trippy as he takes down yet another kill. Sniper to the BR, a deadly combo, and has been for quite some time, but Sam is not trying to chase him down. Whether it's the repulse he's scared of, whether it's the sniper rifle, something is scaring Sam from chasing down Trippy. 4-0 lead. As Trippy looks to line it up, can't quite connect once again, but sniper rifle still hasn't found the hands of TheDeitySam, and it's no wonder he hasn't been able to find the kill so far in this game 3.
Yeah, Sam just wants to get to equal footing, right? If he can get the sniper off of Trippy, he feels as if he has a better chance. Nades come through. Oh my, Sam's going fast. Sam gets a little too fast. Trippy's nades too good, and Trippy didn't have to waste that sniper ammo in that fight, so still with a bullet to work with, he could put on a 6-0 lead to start this game.
And it seems like Sam is starting to feel the pressure now. The lead starting to grow. Sam normally patient with his pushes and just flying into the tower side, challenging Trippy like that. Just an unnecessary death, and more of those are going to be a problem. Crouching around the corner. This man's trying everything. He's strafing, he's jumping, he's crouching, and you can't stop Trippy. This man is wild. 6-0 so far for Trippy as he's looking dominant in game number 3 of this grand finals.
Trippy looking a little sus where he's aiming that sniper rifle, though. Trippy, for the first time, doesn't have this sniper rifle to work with all game. This is where Sam has to make up. This is the margin of error that he's been given 6 kills to overcome. You cannot let Trippy get another. Commando versus BR.
Uh-oh. And now for the first time in this tournament, Sam, mouse and keyboard expert, Mexico's finest right now, sniper rifle in hands, and we're about to see how deadly mouse and keyboard sniper play can be. You're down by 6 kills, less than 6 minutes on the clock. Sam is going to be hunting down Trippy. He has to be feeling confident, or he better be, if he wants to come back in this game.
Trippy truly slowing this game down. He doesn't want to push into anything too fast, give Sam any free kills. I think Sam just needs to be aware of that. He needs to know that Trippy's not going to force anything at this stage of the game. It's going to be on Sam to start playing aggressive and to get into the face and to play some positions that aren't going to be perfect, that aren't going to be safe, that are a little bit riskier if you want to have the time to get back into this game, because every second that comes off the clock is in the benefit of Trippy.
And that's where Trippy really has the advantage here. You know, he's forcing Sam to make these high-risk, high-rewards plays. He's going to have to start to get really aggressive, and sometimes that's a mistake that you can get caught in. He can be getting over-aggressive. He can push, maybe try to chase down a one-shot Trippy and run right into a grenade, just like that one being thrown. Well-timed, Trippy trying to anticipate the timing by him, and
what a
Sam
play.
bumping his head, but hold on, that might just throw him off. No, Trippy's ready for it, and Trippy sends him flying along with the sniper rifle, and maybe along with his dreams of taking this game number 3 here in the grand finals.
Yeah, the bracket reset looking more and more likely. Interesting play by Sam, right? He uses that repulse as an illusion, right? He wants to pretend that he's going top mid. Trippy hearing that sound, but Trippy doesn't fall for the bait. He hears the footsteps quickly after and decides, hey, he's coming out this doorway. Had a repulse of his own to deal with the action. I was able to bait him into a mind the gap battle. And now Trippy up 8-0. This game looking more and more out of hand. Looks like a grand finals reset is on our horizon.
Yeah, it's important to know that there's no chance that Trippy can actually win the tournament even with this game in his best of 3 series. Coming out of the elimination bracket, he has to win 2 series, back-to-back series against Sam, who started in the winner's bracket, in order to become your champion. So even if he takes this game, we will see a bracket reset. We will see a secondary best of 3, and buckle up, folks. It's going to be a long ride here.
Trippy's looking to maybe establish some dominance in this game. A 15-0 statement would be quite the way to end the first best of 3 and really stifle all this momentum that Sam has had from the first 2 games.
Killing. And as of right now, this is... It's almost tough to watch. You know, we've seen how well Sam had been playing Trippy in the first 2 games. We've seen how tight he's been able to keep things, and you would think as a mouse and keyboard player you would have an advantage on a map that's played through the sniper rifle, but Trippy is just simply outclassing him right now. Trippy is showing why he is a world champion, why he's our back-to-back LAN champions, and going to season 2, why OpTic are the favorites going in. I mean, this is a masterclass on how to break somebody down in 1v1 live fire Halo.
I think Trippy more playing for the perfection in this game than necessarily getting to 15. He can shut Sam out in a game 3 of a grand finals. I mean, what a statement to make. Meanwhile, Sam is just searching. He wants to find Trippy, and Trippy's been just hanging out at these pillar doors. He's not gonna move out of to try to force an engagement anytime soon.
You know, forget winning the game right now. At this point, Sam just wants to get a kill.
Yeah,
you know,
Trippy knows that, man. He's like, no.
The last thing you want to do is goose in a grand finals of a tournament. Like, that's absolutely that will hit the mental. That stays with you, man. That'll be on the Twitters. 10-0 right now for Trippy. 1 minute 30 seconds for Sam to try to do something, and running right into the snipe shot. And Trippy, a little bit of body disrespect. Say, you want the sniper? You want it? Here you go.
He forces the spawn and immediately puts it into play. Trippy gets himself one step closer to 15.
This is tough to watch.
It's tough, and it has to be so frustrating for Sam. I mean, look, he's in a spawn blender right now. There's just nothing you can do.
Oh no!
He's like, get off my map. Trippy sends him running.
There's no way, bro. There is no way. He's about to get 15-0'd. And even if not, I mean, you got 48 seconds. Sam, come on, get a kill. You got a challenge. I know what you're doing. Challenge right now. Keep going. Chase him. Oh, no.
Trippy's going to bait the chase, though. You know what I'm saying? Get him close to the edge. I got a repulse for you.
Oh, there we go. He moving different now. He moving a lot. Whoa, we moving a lot faster now.
That was fast.
And Trippy's out.
Yeah, Trippy gets out of there.
Look at this unorthodox play. There's no way that Sam is going to think he's behind this one pole over on the bottom mid side. There's no shot, and Sam looking the wrong way. 8 seconds left. If he dies right here, that's going to be it. It might just be a goose here. 3 seconds, repulsing up, and that's going to be it. We have seen our first goose here in the grand finals of your Honda Fan Cup. I've truly seen it all.
Yeah, I mean, that was phenomenal from Trippy. I mean, played it perfectly, executed on every stage of the game, was able to stay alive, didn't overstay his welcome on the gunfights. When he did have the sniper, perfectly played his lanes to give himself the best opportunity. Really nothing that went wrong for him in that game. A little bit of styling towards the end, got a couple mind the gaps. Really just a phenomenal game through and through for Trippy, and to reset the bracket, working to get that first place finish. We'll have to see what our reset best of 3 will be. I believe it's the same rotation, so we're gonna go back to Fathom for game 1, Aquarius game 2, Live Fire game 3. So basically swipe the slate. We're going back to the game where Sam has won. We're gonna give them a couple of minutes just as a break to get themselves reset for this grand finals. We're gonna see a word from our sponsor Honda when we're back. The reset is here.
A dream is the spark of greatness, but it's nothing without drive.
Dream don't cost a thing, but the legacy ain't cheap. Wanna reach the moon, and you gotta move with no gravity.
Introducing the all-new Honda HR-V, powered by the determination to make dreams a reality.
Shine on, 'cause we make them strong.
Honda, the power of dreams.
No legendaries.
That one looks pretty legendary. Nice.
Grand finals reset is here. Trippy has reset the bracket. TheDeitySam with his second chance to claim his throne. We start on recharge. It's the same best of 3 as before. Last time we were on this map, Sam came out on top of the 15-6 scoreline. Can he do the same?
All tournament long, we've been talking about this being the last chance qualifier. This is the last chance to make it to the Honda Fan Cup. But as of right now, both of these players have already qualified. Now is the last chance. It's a bracket reset, one last best of 3 series to find out who's going to be that #1 seed going into January 7th.
Trippy taking an aggressive fight. Is going to be able to get away with this camouflage. Sam challenges out right when Trippy is clambering. Gets him down to close to 1. Shields come back. Sam's trying to spot the pickup of the shock rifle, but Trippy had other plans. He grabbed the needler, got in the face of Sam, shed fear the pink mist, gets the kill, and now has a free shock rifle to grab.
Yeah, I think it was a great play by TheDeitySam to really bait out that shock rifle and really expect Trippy to go for it, but even better counterplay for Trippy to expect that to happen, and that's a 1-0 lead in favor of Trippy. Grapple, shock rifle, no more camouflage to work with here. Sam fighting a bit off his back foot.
Trippy's slowing this game down once again, and I think Trippy just has to play the same exact style he played on Live Fire, right? Keep this sniper rifle away from Sam. Keep your distance. And hit your shots. Perfect shots from Trippy. And now, remember the spawn blender that we saw him put Gilkey in before? He's looking to replicate that success right here. Perfect pre-aim. Gets the kill. Let's see, does he set up? No, okay, he's going back to the triple stacks. I wanted to see if he sets up that long haul trap again.
Something telling me this ain't the first time Trippy played a 1v1 here in Halo Infinite. The way he's able to manipulate these spawns time and time again. A 3-0 run. Perfect spawn manipulation by Trippy, who has now flipped the map. Usually wants to stay onto the gold side of the map, but as of right now, Trippy having that shock rifle here on tower. And Sam, even despite not having the lead, even despite active camouflage coming up, he's still very much patient. And it looks like Trippy ends up going down, almost grapples down to bottom mid as opposed to grappling the camouflage to himself. And a bit of body disrespect by Sam. He's feeling confident.
I will say, Tony, you brought this up before, but I think they did do an update to make it harder to grapple the camouflage.
I swear everything I love, bro.
Dude, I swear, I can't camouflage grab from top tower anymore without getting sent out. And Trippy has to be kicking himself because realistically, I don't think Sam gets the kill there if Trippy doesn't grapple himself out for the free death. And Trippy would probably be in a commanding lead. Now Sam trying to buy the most out of that opportunity.
Only down by 1 kill with Sam at the moment here. Trippy gonna slow down to a snail's pace, almost like he's not moving. Oh God, what the hell was that? Okay, so he's here. Scared me a little bit there. He came out of nowhere with the crowd. Just scared me. Sorry.
Sam's creeping. Trippy's like, hey, I gotta lead, man. I ain't gotta move. You gotta find me. And Sam is saying, I want him to challenge. Remember last time when they were on this game, Trippy was often in this top tower challenging out Sam with the shock rifle. And that's where Sam built that lead, was hitting those shots from this position to where Trippy's at now. Trippy probably learning from game 1, not trying to take those challenges, but at some point, you know, you get a little antsy staying in one spot for too long. Trippy might expose himself.
Well, active camouflage coming up. That's going to force both players to reposition just a bit, and Sam is locked in on that top tower right now with the shock rifle. Trippy,
Yeah, he saw him.
playing with him just a little bit. Trippy tries to drop down, throws off his reticle just a little bit. And that's going to be enough for the nades to go off. That's Trippy's corner, in case you didn't know. Nades landing right in there and gives him back the body disrespect that Sam was handing to him earlier.
All right, great heads up play by Trippy right there, right? Sees that Sam's at the Trippy corner, and who knows the corner better than Trippy. Throws some perfect nades in, gets the kill, and now Sam losing that advantage that he had.
4-2 lead in favor of Trippy at the moment here. Sam trying to get any kind of resource, and is not gonna actually go after that repulse. He must be thinking that Trippy's baiting it out with the shock rifle and camouflage. The first nade ends up missing. Sam forced to back down, and finally that repulse will find the hands of Sam as Trippy resets all the way toward the A side of the map.
Trippy expecting this rotation from Sam. Remember, Trippy's not really in a rush to take engagements by any means.
Clearly.
And, you know, it feels like we're back in the Halo 3 days. You're in the playlist, crouch down, get off the radar. You see Trippy trying to make as little noise as possible, trying to predict the route of Sam. And Sam, he just got to play with more urgency.
This does not do this 1v1 tournament justice. Let me say, but hey, I mean, hey, there's a lot on the line here. Talking about seeding, and as of right now, good God, 180 fakey no scope right to the dome of Sam. Is he on OpTic or is he on phase? I don't know what that was.
Sam, you better be careful. It's called the Trippy corner for a reason. Sam is able to get away with the camouflage. Going dark.
This is where Sam has to make something happen here. He has to get a kill here, get the shock rifle out of the hands of Trippy. You have the active camouflage, you have the advantage you're looking for, and Trippy grapples right out of there. Oh, actually, I know he curb slide. I didn't even grapple. That was a curb slide. Trippy's moving right now, but Sam is spotting him. The nade goes in. Trippy's down to one shot. The shots are gonna connect, but Sam ends up being stuck. He knew he was stuck too. Dropped a couple of body disrespect shots before going down, but Trippy having a 3-kill advantage. 5 minutes on the clock here.
Trippy immediately spots Sam off the spawn. Sam, nothing he can do about it. A couple extra bullets into the body. Oh, he reloads for some extra damage. A 4-kill deficit for Sam to overcome, and just under 5 minutes to do so. Trippy in his best position possible, commando in his hand, but Sam did get the shock rifle on his spawn, so if he is going to come back into this game, it's going to be awesome, well-placed shots with this shock rifle.
The young mouse and keyboard phenom from Mexico right now, able to go toe-to-toe with one of the best in the business, a world champion in Trippy, who's not just amazing in 4v4 gameplay. We've seen Trippy, like we said, doing the 2v2s and especially even 1v1s, whether it's Halo 3, whether it's Halo 5, Halo Infinite. Trippy, one of the better ones players that we have in our scene. And Sam was able to make it out through the winner's bracket, even able to take a game off from before, obviously goosing in that game 3. Other than that, though, Sam looking well. Wanted to grapple his active camouflage. Know that Trippy's over toward the top tower. That's where Trippy really has been playing. We might have to move that Trippy corner call out to right here, right by the commando.
He finally grappled it to his safety, and then immediately uses the grapple to get out of the pit, so Trippy has no idea where this camo's gone, and now it allows Sam to walk forward. And that top tower position that Trippy loves comes to haunt him. Sam gets the perfect spot, and now still has probably another round of this camouflage to work with to find the kill on Trippy.
And Sam really about his business now. No tea bags, no body disrespect. He moves right in to try to anticipate where the spawn is coming from. Trippy all the way toward the long haul side. The Trippy has no problem just draining out this clock. It's the reason why he wanted that early lead. It's to just drain this clock, force Sam out of position, force him to check every corner. He's going to have to work to find Trippy. He's going to have to work for this kill.
It's crazy how different the first best of 3 compared to the second best of 3 has been, Tony. Remember, the first best of 3, this went to the score, which is something you don't see too often in 1v1s. 15-6, massive quick engagements. Trippy, not wanting to lose this map again, has completely shifted his playstyle. Slow, methodical, forcing Sam to fight in positions that Sam doesn't want to. And now look at Trippy running away, not trying to let Sam have any free kills on the map.
And every second that goes down is a second that works in favor of Trippy. Sam checking every corner, but if he just would have checked that C stair side, he would have been able to spot Trippy just more time. We start at 3 minutes and 3 seconds before the last kill, and over a minute has been drained on the clock, and Trippy even able to get away with the active camouflage. That's going to be an important utility that Sam wanted to get his hands on. Even if Trippy doesn't end up getting the kill here, the active camouflage alone is so valuable, not in the hands of Sam, who's now was the hunter, now becomes the prey. Trippy hunting him down with that disruptor, burning him left and right, and there it is. 8-4 lead in favor of Trippy. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock, and more bad blood between the two.
And Trippy not happy with the body shots that Sam gave early in this game. Has been dishing it back in response. And now, I mean, time is just not on the favor of Sammy. You know, all this slow play that Trippy has played has really amounted to this situation here where the lead is too great to overcome. And Trippy doing Trippy things, you know what I'm saying? Puts the dagger in, no opportunity for Sam to come back. Mathematically impossible from this point on. Trippy cements the game 1 victory.
Xbox, record that. That was insane. Oh my gosh. Did you see the way Sam's body flew after that shot? It was crazy.
Oh, do it,
As
do it,
Trippy
do it,
trades
do it, do
out.
it. Ah!
Reversal.
Talk about getting
Check your
creative.
forecast.
Because it's
There's
raining
pink
big
mist
mist.
coming. Oh my goodness. Wow. Trippy, you know, just playing with his food at this point. And mind you, Sam has played so well in the first series until that game number 3. He actually even won on this very map, but it seems like Trippy has downloaded Sam's information, his playstyle, and he's just countering him at every turn. Again, outclassing him 2 maps in a row has Trippy, as the melees continue to fall. Trippy 1 game away from coming through the elimination bracket, forcing the bracket reset, and stealing away the #1 seed leading to January 7th.
Incredible from Trippy, you know, having a little fun with it at the end when he knew that the game was out of reach for Sam. And now we go back to Aquarius, where Trippy won in the previous best of 3. Sam has had a terrible run in these last 2 games, not getting 1 kill in the live fire previous, and now the pink mist adds to insult in game 1 of the grand finals reset.
And it was in the first series where we hit Aquarius where things really started to shift in favor of Trippy. And that's when he really started to take control, not only in that game, but ultimately the series. But it was also where they were a little bit of a disagreement within the gentleman's agreement on whether the camouflage should be G8 or not. So Trippy going right back in saying, hey, look, same thing on the map. And we know that Sam does not like active camouflage on this map. In the first series, Trippy kind of stood strong and said, hey, look, we're playing with camouflage. This is how we're doing it. That's then and then. And Sam not actually putting up a fight in this one and say, all right, you know what? Same thing on this map. Camouflage looks like it is going to be in play, and that's what Trippy was fighting for in that first series. So I wonder if we're going to see the same result where Trippy comes out on top here on Aquarius.
Well, here we go, loading into the server. Trippy versus Sam. Tournament on the line. Trippy can end it here in the second best of 3 grand final. Aquarius, the map to get the job done. Expect to see that commando rifle in play once again, and the thruster to play a huge action. Camouflage, something that, like you said, Sam doesn't like to play with camo on Aquarius. Trippy forcing that issue in the first best of 3. The precedent now set, and you have to know after that first game, camouflage makes Trippy feel at home.
You might call me weird for this, but I feel like there's almost 2 versions of Sam. And there's a Sam that's playing like, you know, super passive, super methodical, and slowing the game down, which is not bad. but there's also a version of Sam when he's moving so quick. He's moving with confidence. He almost feels where Trippy's coming from, where the pressure's coming from, and is able to fly across the map. I feel like we need that Sam back. Right now he's playing a little bit too passive, playing like, you know, Sam version 2, and we need Sam version 1 where he's flying across the map, YYing, checking every corner, and just moving with so much confidence, and then playing off of that knowledge that he gains while curb sliding across the map. So I almost feel like there's two versions of Sam, and this is where we start to see him up the tempo, start to get in the face of Trippy, get that confidence. Even a trade works in favor of him. No more slow Sam, speed it up.
There is a GA that Sam is breaking, one that wasn't written before the game started, but using that drop, he's using that drop weapon combination. See Trippy getting the shots downrange. Sam having the high ground in this fight, but you have to imagine Trippy is going to play a little bit more of the same of what we saw in the last two games, a slower, more methodical pace, where he doesn't really press an issue on this map, not giving Sam any free opportunities for kills.
Still 1 kill lead for Trippy. Very important that both players having a battle rifle commando and a thrust to work with. Actually, scratch that. Sam actually not having the commando, but still has 1 thrust to work with here. 15 seconds to active camouflage comes up, so you can only imagine that both players will be forced to fight. And Trippy making his way up this piece size slowly, but making his way up there. Wow.
Some camo. Trippy tries to hit the pre-fire.
Doesn't contest for the camouflage. Once it pops up, Trippy knows where Sam is coming from. Knowledge is power, and Trippy's gonna use it onto Sam. 2 kill lead right now. Trippy gonna grab himself a commando once again. 4 thrusts to work with. Actually, no. Electing to trade out that commando for the needler. Trippy very comfortable with this covenant staple.
Yeah, well, if you find Sam in the open area, right, the pink mist is inevitable to get the kill. Sam does have a thrust to use in these fights. Remember, no shock nades. They were GA'd the time before.
I'm just saying, if that needler had trolley in it, I'd let you shoot me.
Yeah, I'd let you. Mouth open.
It was so good, bro. Oh my! I ate so much, I got sick off of them.
Get your double XP codes now. Sam just, I mean, Trippy's putting Sam in a weird spot, right? Because it's like, oh, there's still plenty of time left in this game. But all these actions add up, right? And the more that Trippy's able to slow play these positions, as long as he's able to maintain his lead, it's gonna amount to the time slipping away from Sam. I just like to see Sam switch up his pace, play faster, be aggressive. We saw some insane flicks from him earlier on. Like, use that to your advantage. Get up close to Trippy and just try to outskill him with your input.
Does he have shock grenades right now?
Yeah, but he picked them up a little bit earlier, but I don't think he's gonna use them. I think he's aware that they're in. Ooh, there we go, big kill.
I would like to see him, like, just to make sure he doesn't accidentally use them. Like, I would like to see him just throw them away. Right. Just think about it this way: what if he, what if you panic nade, chuck a shock grenade at Trippy, even if you end up going down? Trippy sees that shock, and I was like, okay, so you broke the agreement. Then Trippy picks up a heat wave. Then you see that, and then you spawn with a sword. Like, at that point, bad things can happen here. And I didn't even know Master Keyboard could even use the needler. I'm learning stuff right now.
It's like
how do you track, bro? How do you track, bro? You got no aim assist.
Oh, Sam makes Trippy miss the shot of a well-placed thrust. Says, oh no. Gives him a beating in the back alley while the respawns waits. Trippy back at utility, now tied up 3-all. Sam in a position to take a lead.
Ooh, commando shots connecting here for Trippy, but both players one shot. Sam having the confidence to challenge the world champion. A little bit of swap battle right there, but Sam can't quite find the kill. Still having the mid-map control so far. I love this angle that he's playing right now. But Trippy spots him. And now Trippy's putting that initial damage. Maybe he's going to be the one to advance forward here. Tied up at 3 apiece. This next kill can be so important.
Well, you're running out of commando bullets, Sam. Now he's essentially out of the range where that commando is going to be useful. Having to switch to his BR going to give Trippy the rifle superiority for this fight. That nade looks good. Just misses, but Trippy stays aggressive, gets the kill, wastes the rest of the clip on Sam's lifeless body as he's in position for the immediate camouflage.
I'm so curious on where this bad blood comes from. Like Sam is a mouse and keyboard player from Mexico, hasn't even been to a LAN yet. Trippy's a world champ. Like, why are they beefing?
Sam shot his body in game 1.
I know, but like, why though? I don't understand. Like, where is this beef coming from on both sides?
Sam wants to be against the world. You know what I'm saying? He's whipping up the banner saying, "Mouse and keyboard, Mexico, this is us, baby." Going up against a world champion controller player from Texas. I mean, come on, it's a natural rivalry. I don't know why they're shooting each other's body, man.
I just feel every time he does, I just hear him yelling like "Cincinnati for life" as he's like, like what? Like he must really be a Cloud9 fan if he's out here this mad. 5-3 lead in favor of Trippy at the moment. Sam doesn't have a commando just yet, but is gonna trade out that sidekick for one. We've seen how dangerous he can be with the commando, and like you said, Trippy might be the best commando player that we have in our league. He hasn't seen that mouse and keyboard commando, at least not until now.
Slow playing. Once again, Sam did so much to overcome that early lead from Trippy, just for Trippy to pry it right back. And Trippy going back to his old strat, staying still, slow playing, milking as much of this clock away.
I noticed that Sam has that armor effect on, where like he leaves away like these like icicle footsteps. I feel like that's a bad strat in the tournament. Like it's cool if you want to have it in matchmaking, but I feel like it's kind of like. What was that?
You just don't got style. You don't got finesse. You know what I'm saying? It's a confidence thing.
You gonna tell me that I don't got style?
Hey, you know, we'll see January 5th.
When it comes to appearance, when it comes to dressing, I don't got style.
The Sunday drip. The Sunday drip don't overcome your Spartan's appearance.
Oh damn. You're right.
Oh, what? Oh, Sam. Hey, that's the mouse and keyboard advantage right there. Able to just completely flick his way around. Gets the punch off in time. It seems like both those players were aware that the challenge was happening at that moment, and Sam comes out on top, able to flick around, using that mouse and keyboard to his advantage.
Look at the flick of the wrist. He's showing it, man. I'm telling you. This man's the real deal. And he's not making any footsteps, and no audio cues whatsoever. Trippy's able to get is just running, but Sam is right behind him, hunting him down, and finally the first couple shots go in. Sam, little early on the shots, but still was able to keep that reticle tight, able to get the kill, and of course, look at that, beautiful shot of the commando onto the lifeless body. That's what he's doing. He's not body disrespecting. He's making sure his commando's shooting straight. You know, it's a very inconsistent gun. You know.
I see that. He's adjusting.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine tuning the weapon. Seeing what the spray exactly looks like. I got you, Tony.
You gotta pull straight down, bro. That's tough.
Trippy. They're both crouching. Same lane, going up the same stairs. Okay, Trippy starts to get a bit faster. Did Sam hear it? Sam still creeping up. Trippy jumps. It's heard. Trippy throws the pre-nade. He knows that Sam's here. He gets the opening shots. Sam's down in the fight. Sam's trying to get around the corner. Trippy with the nade. Trippy, can he get the finish? What? He gets stuck. The trades are in. We're still at 6-all.
That's a huge trade by Sam. That should have been an easy kill by Trippy. Switch to the BR. Should have been an easy headshot, but the stick ends up coming out with the trade, and like you said, tied up at 6 apiece. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Active camouflage just got stolen by Trippy, the last camouflage that we're gonna see on the map, and maybe Sam's last hope of winning the game.
Now, Trippy, he did get away with this camouflage. Sam has to be worried with such a little time on the clock. One kill can make all the difference here. And Trippy's got the first shots in. Sam's trying to get away. Sam can't get around the corner. Trippy's taking the lead. Just 90 seconds left in this game. Trippy trying to trot his way to the finish line and a tournament win. Sam suddenly has to play against this clock. Just a minute and 10 seconds to work with. The hunt is on for Trippy.
And one kill behind with so little time. Trippy really has the advantage here. Sam, once again, gonna play it patient. That's one thing about Sam. He doesn't get too antsy when it comes to these moments. And Trippy, he has no problem just hiding it out right now. So it's up to Sam to initiate the action. 50 seconds right now with Sam not moving an inch.
Sam needs to go. Like, you need to realize the situation that you're in. Feel that Trippy's not going to push you. He's not going to run out to top mid to give you an option. I don't care if you have to stomp around and go down one shot. You don't have time to waste. You have to check all of the corners. And right now, where Trippy is sitting should be a top priority to check. If you're hiding on this map, where Trippy is at is a prime real estate. You had 20 seconds to go, Sam. Hit the sprint button. You're running out of time.
This is the same thing that happened on Recharge. He did it in the 40 seconds on the clock.
Tony.
He didn't click. He didn't put the pedal to the metal and turns away. Trippy's able to get out. He actually pushes all the way toward the P side. Just 3 seconds left, and that's gonna be it. Trippy not only taking this game, but also taking this tournament in 2-0. Sam goes down.
I mean, just a massive blunder from Sam at the end of that game. You're in a position where you know he's hiding. You have an opportunity to get the opening jump to throw pre-nades. He's either at back yellow base or at yellow fridge. I mean, really, those are the two options. Instead, he slows plays himself, puts the clock against him, and loses the game because of it. Trippy outlasts. And remember, it was an effort of Trippy's gameplay throughout the entire game that leads to that moment. It's Trippy wasting minutes off the clock in the early game, in the mid game, while he had that lead that culminated in this situation where down one, Sam had a minute to check the map. He wasted 30 seconds standing in the top base. By the time he gets going, it's too little too late. Trippy's gone. And Sam loses the grand finals with advantage. Trippy gets it done in 2 best-of-3s.
But my thing is, it's not the first time he's done it. He did it before on Recharge, on Recharge in the last series. The same exact thing where time was on his side. It was 42 seconds. He just sat there for 20 seconds, then pushed up. It's the same thing we saw in the last series. We see it again here on Aquarius, and this time that mistake cost you the tournament right there. He came through the winner's bracket, had all the advantage possible. Sadly, wasn't able to come out on top with Trippy. However, I will say, young kid from Mexico, mouse and keyboard, able to make it here to the grand finals through the winner's bracket like we just said. Can we please give Sam his props in the chat? I'm saying, let's show Sam some love. Obviously didn't win it, but he's going toe-to-toe with one of the best in the business. How incredible is that?
Yeah, I mean, Sam played a phenomenal game. We saw some of the great advantages of mouse and keyboard throughout this tournament. And obviously, this isn't a 4v4 setting. It's not saying, hey, mouse and keyboard is truly viable now, but it's a step in the right direction. I hope to see more mouse and keyboard competitors in the future. But the flicks that Sam provided were absolutely phenomenal throughout today. And I'm excited to see maybe the new reign of mouse and keyboard players coming back to Halo.
Tools, I couldn't agree more. You know, mouse and keyboard, obviously, the buff has changed things a bit, and what we've witnessed today is just proof that we need to see more. My hat's off to Sam, right? I guess the question is, you know, is Sam the real deal, or is mouse and keyboard just a little too strong? No discount to Sam either way, right? He took down some legendary opponents, right? Gilkey, I mean, Complexion, the FFA demon, and then you know, going toe-to-toe with Trippy here at the end. That was pretty impressive. Tony, any final thoughts here after our grand finals?
Yeah, I mean, just thank you guys so much for having us. I mean, we did 4 qualifiers. My man Tools as my duo, and I think we served it well, man. 1v1 gameplay normally ain't that excited to watch, but so far in this tournament, the Honda Fan Cup, it's been absolutely amazing. We have 8 incredible players that will be going into that finale, fighting for that $16,000 prize pool. Thank you all for everybody that qualified through. Thank you guys all who didn't, who still competed and still gave us a show, and thank you guys in the chat for being involved, along with obviously admins and production for having me. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Tony, absolutely, man. You guys killed it. Tools, what kind of car are you buying next?
I'm a Honda CR-V4, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm already putting the down payment in. I'm taking this casting money. I'm going to the nearest Honda dealership, and I'm getting it down. That shout out to Honda for putting up so much money and allowing us to do these competitions. I hope they come back for, you know, some more in the next season, but I can't complain, man. Honda, keep doing your thing. I'll buy 16 Honda vehicles. I'll make sure everyone in chat buys themselves a Honda next time around. Just keep giving the love to the Halo community.
Well, there it is, folks. That was the final qualifier. We have 8 contestants ready to go. And guys, you might have to help me recall all of them, but we had Invicted. I know we had who was also Sab.
Evicted, Sab, Mortally, Shady, then not straight.
Stellar.
Oh my gosh, the last 2 qualifiers, Stellar and Booba Dooba. Oh my gosh, thank you.
And then today, Trippy and the TheDeitySam.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's gonna be.
I'll say it. No one predicted that. Let's just say that. No one predicted that.
I did.
Prove it.
Right from the beginning, bro. I had Invicted and TheDeitySam coming out.
True.
Okay.
I read his journal this morning.
Bro.
It's true. He wrote it down.
LeBron told me, bro. Me and LeBron would sit there like, yo, watch out for Invicted and TheDeitySam, bro.
Tony been on DD, bro. He been on that. He remembers back in 2016 when he saw this man first pick up the keyboard. He was like, damn, this guy's going to win a tournament. I'm telling you.